Hi, and welcome to Sound Sustainability. I'm Nafisa Nazir.
And I'm Leah Horick, and we're EcoReps at Southwestern University.
We created this podcast to help make our campus more sustainable.
And our world, too.
So tune in every other Friday to hear what's happening in sustainability at SU, and to learn what you can do to live a sustainable life.
So many things, guys.
Thanks for listening.
And stay sustainable.
Good morning, Southwestern, and thank you for joining us in the midst of studying for finals. While we have finals to take as well, we want to wrap up the semester and include some cool, sustainable holiday tips for you to follow.
The holiday season, I know it's a little bit of a weird holiday season, but if you are going to be wrapping presents or possibly seeing relatives, hopefully at a distance, then here are some things that can make your holiday just a bit more sustainable.
Definitely.
So I guess first, if you have to buy something for your loved ones, consider buying it from a thrift store or consignment store or from a local small business like a farmer's market, because that is good to support the local economy. But the best tip we can give is to reduce your consumption overall. Maybe opt for giving money to a charity, do a craft with reused materials, or order takeout or something and have a good family dinner.
Yeah. You could also, so like I know a lot of people are giving gifts and stuff. While we're on that topic, instead of using wrapping paper, you could use old maps or newspapers. Most of the wrappers that you find in stores is non-recyclable. So they will end up in landfills if you plan on disposing them. And it's not socially sustainable either, as most of it is produced in sweatshops. You could also reuse your wrapping paper from previous years, or ribbons if you are into that. If we reuse 2 feet of ribbon, we would save 38,000 miles of product. And yeah, if families reuse wrapping paper for their gifts, the paper saved would cover 45,000 football fields.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. I always try to, for the last few Christmases, I've tried to like take all the tape off the paper so it can be recycled. If it can be recycled, my family gets super uncomfortable. I'm just like, y'all need to get over it. I'm trying to be sustainable here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not asking you to do it.
Yeah.
So in addition to recycling, reusing, or foregoing paper for wrapping, you can also switch to LED holiday lights. So according to the U.S. Department of Energy, if everyone replaced their conventional holiday light strings with LEDs, at least 2 billion kilowatt hours of electricity would be saved in a month, which is a lot of electricity and a lot of carbon dioxide emissions.
Yeah.
Also LEDs are cooler, so there's a lower risk of your tree catching on fire.
Definitely. Another thing that you could do is have a plant-based holiday feast, or at least incorporate some plant-based dishes to accompany your feast. That'll definitely decrease your carbon footprint by a lot, because as we all know, plant-based is definitely better than eating meat or dairy products.
Yes. And as I mentioned in the gift section, if your family is into giving money donations during the holidays, you can consider donating to an environmental cause or research institution. No, that's what I do. Started doing that every year, though my family doesn't like it. So I just want them to stop playing into the consumerism.
Right. Yeah. Totally agree with that. There's also a debate on whether or not you should use a real tree or a fake one. So we have an answer for you. According to the Nature Conservancy, it's better to use a real tree instead of a fake one, because Christmas tree farms keep land open instead of being developed. Real trees suck carbon out of the air while they grow, and they are renewable resources and are completely recyclable. Most areas even pick up real trees after the holidays and turn them into mulch. And if you really want an artificial tree, I'd recommend just finding a used one on Craigslist or a thrift store to minimize, the impact.
Yeah, definitely. And real trees just smell so nice. I love
Yeah, they
them.
do.
Another tip is to make your holiday meals more sustainable by using real dishes instead of disposable ones, by recycling anything you can from your meal, and then if you are able to compost your vegetable scraps. But if washing dishes isn't a feasible option, use paper goods over plastic or foam, because paper will break down while plastic and foam will not.
Right. So I'm gonna include the sources from those tips and the episode description. So if you want to read more up on the tips and if you need more information in general, I will definitely put a link to those. So now we want to go over the semester in review, or fall 2020 in sustainability, because there actually has been a lot of things that have happened this past semester. So I'll start us off. Before the academic year began, Southwestern got a new president, President Trombley, who was actually very, very supportive of sustainability efforts. So we are very excited to have her, and we're very excited to see what kinds of sustainability efforts that she will be supporting. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we should invite her to our show. What do you think?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
VIP visit. I bet she would come
No.
on. All right. And in addition to President Trombley, who I haven't met but seems like a cool person, all of the rooms in Herman Brown and Moody Sharon, which are residence halls, have sustainable furniture this year. So thank Veronica Johnson, our
Yeah.
sustainability coordinator, for that. She's the mastermind behind that acquisition.
Yes, definitely. And then the Georgetown Green Film Series, we had 3 green films this semester: The Story of Plastic, Condor and the Eagle, and Game Changers. Those all had really great turnouts and really, really great discussions from the guest speaker panelists. I was only able to attend The Story of Plastic, and it was really interesting, like seeing efforts that these people, the panelists, are behind, just trying to make the world a better place and stuff. And just learning about plastic was also just really fascinating to me. Were you
Yeah.
able to see one of the films?
I wasn't, but I saw some last semester and they were really good.
Yeah.
Also, in speaking of things we watch, we held our sustainability webinar series. The waste team had a composting 101 webinar. The sustainable periods webinar was by our very own Sienna Cooksey, who is awesome. We
Yeah.
had the Vote Earth webinar, and the grounds team, which is my team, had the native plants in Central Texas webinar. And this is food team had a sustainable food 101 webinar.
And so the energy team, as I said last episode, we were supposed to have a webinar this past Tuesday, but we were told that it wouldn't have a good turnout because, obviously everybody's studying for finals and is busy with other assignments. And I am too, so I totally understand that. So we will be doing our webinar in January. We don't know the exact date yet, but definitely stay on the lookout for details. And also in October, we had Campus Sustainability Week. So we had a lot of fun events like Study in the Sun, which I planned, and also like the Oak Just reading, which I didn't get to see, but I heard it was really good.
Veronica also started the Sustainability Planning Subcommittee, which we're both a part of, and it contains many subcommittees, which like academics, economics, grounds, etc. And we're all working together to create one big sustainability plan for the university to present to President Trombley by the end of April next year.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how that will turn out.
Yes.
Another thing that Veronica Johnson is doing, she's doing a lot of stuff. Like, go
Yes, she
Veronica,
is.
honestly.
I don't know where she gets the energy
I
or the
know,
time.
right? So she is she's teaching a class on sustainable business practices next semester. I was super excited when she announced that, and unfortunately I am waitlisted because
Oh no!
a lot of people are interested in the class. But hopefully I will get in and I will learn a lot of stuff. Yeah, but that should be really, really exciting.
Yes. Well, if you can't take it this semester, maybe you can take it next semester.
Yeah, I guess.
You got some time. I confess I did get in because I'm a senior and I was first on the registration list, but I hope that you can get in too.
Yeah.
All right, and then another thing, we had free or menstrual cups provided as part of the period webinar that Sienna ran, which was awesome because accessible menstrual supplies are very important and
Absolutely.
reusable is a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had the Arbor Day tree planting where we planted Hokey Pokey, which is a big old gosh, I don't remember what kind of oak tree it is, but it's an oak tree that was apparently very famous for poking people in the back where it was previously planted, so that's how it's got its name. And my cat is eating my computer cord, and I wish he would stop. So yes, Arbor Day trees are amazing. Yay.
Yeah. And also another really exciting thing that happened is the food team brought back Meatless Mondays. I was super excited when I
Yay!
saw what was
Finally.
at lunch that day. I could eat literally anything because,
Whoa!
yeah, for the first time ever.
What a concept.
I know. All
Well,
right.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right?
We've made so much progress this semester. It's
I
awesome.
know. It's really awesome. And I hope we do even more next semester, and hopefully we'll be able
Yes.
to do more.
Yes.
So as for news, upcoming news, so as we said last episode, Treasure Chest will be open next semester on an appointment basis. So if you are interested in checking out our on-campus exchange store, reducing your impact on the environment through reused items, you should definitely check the Treasure Chest out. I don't know what
Yes.
else is new sustainability wise that's happening next semester. Do you know? Yeah.
I don't think we have a whole bunch. The sustainability committee is going to review the composition of the committee and the bylaws. That's not like, it's kind of exciting. It's not like super relevant to everybody,
Yeah.
but that will be happening. I'm hoping the garden will be able to pick back up more with people on campus. So
Yes.
I look forward to some garden sessions. But other than that, I think it's just kind of time will tell.
Yeah. Time will tell. Hopefully, but I'm looking forward to a lot of really exciting stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's all we have. It's a shorter episode, and we wish you the best of luck with finals, and whatever else you're working on.
Yeah, and stay safe for the holidays.
Yeah, definitely. Stay safe and sustainable.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you all next semester.
All right. Have a good winter break, everybody.
Good winter break. Bye.
Bye.